Tonight, welcome to The Real Story. If you have seen the cover of my New York Times #1 best-selling book, An Inconvenient Book, available wherever fine books are sold, you know that I have a love-hate relationship with California. I mean, I love the people of California. They're the nicest people I've ever met, but I swear to God, I think you guys must be the dumbest group of people I've ever met. I mean, what is wrong with you? The policies in your state are totally and completely certifiably insane. Case in point, California, and I'll talk slowly here in case you can't keep up. It's just been announced that your state, the state regulators, want to have the emergency power to control the home thermostat in your house, sending temperatures up or down through radio-controlled devices in order to manage electricity shortages. Good God Almighty, when did we stop being the United States of America? The real story is, this is the brave new world theory of the nanny state, coupled with an episode of, I think, The Outer Limits. Wasn't that the show in the 1960s where they used to start by saying, we have taken control of your TV set. We control the vertical and the horizontal. California legislators must be big fans of that show because they want to take control of your water heater and take control of your air conditioner. You know, it's hard to imagine a more Orwellian move than to try to tell citizens how warm or cold they get to be in their own frickin' homes. You know what? I believe it's my divine right to fire up the old air conditioner full blast in the dead of August and then open every window in the house if I want to. It's my house. I know it's wasteful. Going to be bad for the economy. It'll be bad for energy. It'll be bad for, you know, the trees and the little seals that are crying. But it's my money in my house. Mind your own damn business. It's none of your business. It's none of Arnold Schwarzenegger's business. It's time to take our country back, America. More and more politicians want to play nanny to the American people. Well, I don't want a frickin' nanny. Take that father's knows best approach and shove it right where the sun doesn't shine. It is interesting that liberals are always the first to say, there's Big Brother. Look at how evil Dick Cheney is. Get Dick Cheney out of my bedroom. But you don't mind as long as Dick Cheney is there just with his hand on the thermostat, watching away. David Harsanyi is the author of The Nanny State. He has also written an exclusive article for my magazine, Fusion, about the government taking control of our lives. By the way, you can get Fusion magazine online right now at glennbeck.com. David, I mean, is there a better case of the nanny state than this one?
It's pretty bad. It's not the worst. In California and in some cities, they've banned smoking in your own home, so they've gotten in there already. This is just sort of an expansion of that, I guess.
How could it possibly be constitutional to tell me I can't smoke in my own home?
Well, perhaps the Constitution, and they couldn't foresee that people would actually want to be nannies on this level, a micro level, and in almost everything we want to do, from eating to the things we say to the temperature we leave our air conditioners on. The blood shoots out of my eyes when I hear this stuff. We are entering a state where both left and right want to haul us into fascism. Want to, with a smiley face, they want to say, oh, look what's good for you. They want to tell us every step of the way what we can and cannot do because it's good for us. You know what? I have a right to die from emphysema. I don't have a right to drain everybody's coffers because I want government assistance for emphysema, but I have a right to die in my home alone with emphysema. Get off my back. Am I wrong on this? I think you're right. Clearly, I wrote a book about it. But I think what's happening is that it happens incrementally, and people aren't even aware of it. They see they see the tags banned in Colorado school, and then they laugh at it. But when you bring it all together, as you just did, you realize it's a movement, and it's undermining the Constitution, undermining our freedoms, and it's also creating a ton of dependency where we believe that government's there to help us when it's not supposed to be there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is exactly the road that Mussolini went down at the beginning. It was all good stuff. It was all, gosh, we can all pull together and we can all be good for each other. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but it's all, and it's subjective, though. What maybe, if I smoke occasionally, it's not even bad for me. And we punish everyone collectively for these things. Sin taxes and what we eat.
So how do we possibly turn it around? Because you just said it. The Founding Fathers never saw a society as lazy as us on our own rights. And we just give them away, hand them away. Enslave me, please. Politicians, enslave me. They never saw it. So with a society that says, yeah, go ahead, enslave me, how do you turn it around?
It's tough because there aren't any politicians who are brave enough to stand up for the smoker or stand up for the guy who goes to the strip club all the time or the guy who drinks too much. The real argument is personal responsibility and freedom, but they're too scared to make it. You know, you listen to them now, all the candidates, it's always health care and all, you know, the environment, all those things are fine, but they hardly ever mention freedom or individual responsibility or choice anymore.
I mean, but see, here's the thing. Look, urge me. Keep your thermostat down. Keep it down. I'll do it. I lived in Florida with a drought. They said, don't water your lawn. I didn't. My lawn, everything in my flower bed died. I was a responsible citizen. That's okay. Ask me to do it, and I will do it. Force me to do it. And you know what? I'm starting to look for my right in the Constitution. I believe it's the Second Amendment. David, thanks a lot.